How are you?
Good. How you doing?
Fine, thank you.
Great
Fine,
to
thank
see you again. Let's go
Sure,
in.
same here. Usual place?
Usual place.
Okay. Where would you like me to sit?
Olá pessoal, mais uma vez estamos aqui falando sobre aquele projeto que eu já tinha falado com vocês. Hoje nós estamos aqui com Jim Kaplan. Jim Kaplan, ele é um designer de cozinha, ele está ajudando a gente aí a decidir os melhores instrumentos e os melhores equipamentos para a cozinha. A gente já teve algumas reuniões anteriores, na verdade a gente já está aí há quase um mês conversando, indo e voltando com relação a preço e tudo. Então hoje a gente vai ter a nossa conversa final aí para decidir os itens que vão compor a cozinha desse restaurante. So it's such a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you.
I was
Thanks for having me here.
I was just telling the people on the other side of the camera what you do. So why don't you tell us a little bit of what you do and what we're doing here today?
Well, I have a little over 30 years experience designing restaurants, assisting living facilities, anything that has to do with kitchens, dining rooms. I have an extensive background in construction. You would add that on to the 30 years, another 20 years.
Oh wow.
So I have a total of 50 years in knowledge between construction, design, restaurants, and equipment.
Beautiful, beautiful. So we've been talking a little bit. So show me what you have. I'm very excited. I want to see what you brought us today. Já tô olhando direto o preço aqui para eu saber o que está acontecendo. All right, so I got actually 4 quotes, right?
Right.
All right, talk to me about it. What is different from last time we talked?
Well, each quote can have some of the same, but then I put in other manufacturers to see what kind of prices they have. That's why we have so many different quotes. And then we will select what we feel is the best, and that will be the presentation.
Understood. All right. So let me see where we are. So this one, got 108, got 105, got 105, and got 121. So
Right.
this quote 1 and 2 is slightly different.
Slightly.
2 and 3 actually.
Right.
What's going on here?
Well, it's slightly different because, for instance, the pastry cases, one has LED lighting. It's the same pastry case without the LED lighting. So the numbers fluctuate a little bit. They come down.
All right, so this one, you're telling me the mark. This
Right.
one has LED lighting, so
Right.
it's gonna be about $1,000 more expensive per
Right.
item.
Right.
This one doesn't have LED lighting. This one is a true item.
Right. Mhm.
This one is a mark item.
Yeah,
Which
but
one do you like best?
You also have true and beverage air. This one has beverage air. This has true refrigeration. Now, I'm totally familiar with true.
Okay.
Their service is good. Sometimes in evaluation with what one manufacturer's rep will give you, he's
Okay.
not giving me exactly the same match as what I have with true. He's giving me a cheaper item.
Okay.
For instance, the beverage air, I found out that the sides are painted versus true that has stainless steel that will last much longer. That is what you want. In picking out the equipment, you want equipment that's going to last a long time,
Oh, absolutely.
not something that's cheaper that's going to last a year.
Yeah, but then we don't want to be over budget as well and
No.
not a Mercedes for it.
That's why, no, none of these are Mercedes, but that's why we have to go over each item and pick what we feel is best.
All right, so let's start from the top. Connor flip top, you said owner. This is millwork, right?
Right.
So this is done by construction.
Right.
All right. The LED cases. I have 3 of them. I have a 4-inch, a 6, and a 4 bakery case, right?
Yeah.
So all 3 of those has LED lighting, right?
Right.
So True is going for about 9, 2, 11, and 9. Mark is going for 8 and 9. 8 and 9 on the LED,
Right.
and the 7 and 8 without LED lighting. Now, my question for you is, how much would the True cost without an LED lighting? Can we find that out?
Yeah, we could find that out, of course. Hey, Caesar. Let me see if you could answer a question for me. On the pastry cases, all right, that we were doing for the bakery, it has LED lighting. Do you have to have LED lighting? Can you get it without that? Oh, that's like the only way? Oh, I know that. I'm just asking, does it if you didn't have LED lighting, wouldn't it reduce the cost? Oh, I see. So LED is the best. What if the owner don't want LED lighting? All right, so definitely it only comes LED lighting. All right. Thank you so much, sir. Keep on Larry. All right. Okay, thank you. Bye.
So it comes in LED lighting only, huh?
Well, the LED was taken out because this guy, Bob, told me that's what the owner said.
Understood.
The girl. Now, I don't know how true that is, if she doesn't want LED lighting.
She doesn't want LED.
Really?
No, if she doesn't want it, she doesn't want it. I don't know.
But we don't know as a fact.
We don't know if she wants it. I definitely know it is $1,000 per item to have an LED lighting. So I don't know how important that is to her.
It is.
And just like I said,
Because-
just like I said before, we're trying to stay within the budget. Of course, it needs to have quality. It needs to be something that is not going to break in a year. It needs to be something that has service in Orlando, that you can get fast service, but still something that is cost efficient, right?
If you're selling clothing, do you put a little light bulb over the clothing? No. She's selling bakery goods. You want it to boom.
Yeah, of course.
You don't want a little dull light. You want
That's
it
true.
smacking you. So you see, that's the whole thing. That a lot of people, of course, you told me they own a lot of them. They own a lot of them.
Yeah.
So obviously they're not stupid to the fact.
True.
But do they have LED lighting in Brazil?
I don't know. I'm not sure. But before, I just want to give them options, right? So we're here to give them options and let them choose whatever is best for them. Então, essencialmente, o que a gente está fazendo aqui é conversando um pouquinho sobre valores e sobre marcas, né? O que o Jim está falando é que marca é muito importante, né? Para longevidade, vamos falar, pela longevidade do produto, já que, né, uma cozinha industrial não é igual a uma cozinha de casa, né? Algo que você vai usar constantemente. Então, ter uma boa marca, ter um bom produto é essencial para a sua cozinha a longo prazo. Então, uma diferença aí de $1.000 entre uma marca e outra pode corresponder a uma economia muito grande, né, em termos de tempo, né, se você não precisar trocar o item com tanta frequência ou consertar esse item com tanta frequência, claro. So this is Mark and this is True. Do you know the color? So
you
they
could
have
have
all
multiple colors.
Beautiful.
On any one of these, you could have stainless steel, you could have black, you could have white. Same thing with this, it comes in multiple colors.
Beautiful.
Here's actually, maybe, if this helps better.
This is True. Yeah.
This is 72-inch.
This is 77. All right. So you got a 77 and you got a Mach 77 over here.
Right.
So the design is basically the same, right? It's very similar.
Yeah, it's similar, but your latest client wanted Mark. They looked at Mark.
They looked at Mark.
Now,
Correct.
Mark, you could have regular lighting or you could have LED.
Understood.
A lot of people like LED because it's much brighter,
And it looks
but
better.
it's up to the owner what they feel more comfortable with.
Absolutely. And we have the price for both, right?
Yes.
Awesome. Passing on to the 54-inch pass-through to glass mill refrigerator.
Right.
What we have. We have True and we have Beverage Air. This is True, right?
Yeah. Beverage air is similar in the looks, but somehow I don't think it's as good as this because they put painted sides,
Got it.
so it's a whole different world.
Understood. So you definitely recommend True instead
Yes.
of Beverage Air for this
Well,
one, right?
I have been involved with True, selecting True as my favorite
Okay.
because they respond very quickly.
Okay.
Their products are good.
Awesome.
They've come a long way with their products.
Beautiful.
Beverage Air has kind of stayed the same, I guess, and they put some heavy increases.
Understood.
Like they're getting ready to put an increase this February.
Okay.
6%. That's a lot.
Understood.
Now,
Okay.
the other items, all right, go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, you
I
go ahead.
didn't know
No,
you
no,
were gonna go down the list.
I'm listening to you.
I didn't know you were gonna
The
do
other
this.
item?
What's next?
So we have hand sink, that's plumber,
Right?
3-door refrigerator. So you have
Yeah,
True,
yeah,
STA, and True, it is basically
Right.
the same thing,
pretty
right?
much. Just
So you're giving me essentially 2 brands for the pass-through and for the regular refrigerators,
Right.
correct?
Mhm.
Alright, but we're looking here at like a $3,000 difference between a 3-door True and a 3-door Beverage Air. It goes from 6
Yeah, that's
to
what
9.5.
I'm thinking they gave me a very cheap brand, plus it's painted.
You say the same thing, it is painted sides.
Yeah, I mocked that. Well, that's worth a lot of money, to paint something that's aluminum
Okay.
versus having a stainless steel that's gonna last for 50 years, you know.
Understood.
Stainless steel is the mark. That's really you wanna be.
Alright. Shaped counter with sink.
Right.
Show me where that is on the.
The sink is built in.
On the.
This is all marked up.
That's fine.
What are you talking about? The 3-compartment sink?
I'm talking about the L-shaped one.
That's right.
Because we didn't have an L-shaped one,
That's right.
and got it. So that goes an L-shaped counter with a hand sink, right?
Right.
All right. So you put a wall shelf on top of it, a dual
what?
shaped wall shelf
Yes.
on top of it. Okay.
It's always important, especially if a place is small, it's always important to try and get in as much wall shelves as possible because that becomes pretty much like their storage or they're easy to reach and work.
Understood. All right. Let's talk about this guy over here, the 20-quart mixer.
Okay, now, with this particular,
Eu tô rindo porque a gente já teve algumas discussões aí com relação a esse mixer. Vamos ouvir o que ele tem a dizer. Go ahead.
with this particular customer,
Mm-hmm.
they wanted a 20-quart mixer
They
at
wanted-
2 places.
Yes.
But then we found out that only one place needs a very substantial mixer.
Okay.
So we did a 20-quart.
Okay.
Then as a backing, in the second section,
Okay.
we put a 10-quart because that's all the owner needs.
Sure.
And it saves money, but it's the same manufacturer. I went through some different manufacturers.
So in all 4 of them, you're giving me Volrath.
Yes, because others are, very expensive, and Volrath I've been using for quite a few years with no complaints and no problem.
Okay, so the mixer, that's the only brand that you have that you
Well, I
recommend.
was told of another brand that's very cheap.
Okay,
I didn't even pursue it because it comes from China.
got it.
And when I'm looking at a mixer, substantial mixer, that costs $2,300 versus a mixer $684, I wouldn't even pursue it.
Understood. Okay,
Other mixers that I have been told are from China,
understood.
and here's a very, very important factor. Not criticizing any country or where anything comes from.
Okay. We're listening.
The main thing is parts.
Yes, that's
Now,
right.
if you're in the middle, here's a bakery.
Mhm.
You're in the middle of doing your work
Okay.
and the product stops working.
Mm-hmm.
It could take weeks and weeks till you get this piece of equipment that'll fix the mixer.
True.
So you don't want that. You want everything, and it's not only the parts, it's the knowledge that
Okay.
goes along with it.
Okay.
A lot of these pieces that come from China or Venezuela, all these places, the companies here are not familiar
Okay.
with what to do. There was a mixer, I saw the name of it, it's Chinese, $684. Come on. What is that gonna do? You know what they should do? They could go to Macy's and buy a frickin' mixer for that matter.
That's right. That's right. But that's not what they're.
But their product is mixer and convection oven that cooks it.
Fair enough. Fair enough. We still need to be within the budget.
Well, that's understandable, but I have had, if I may say this, I had a circumstance years ago where I designed a kitchen in a hotel,
Okay.
and the owners wanted as much used as possible.
Mm-hmm.
And I begged them, don't use used.
Yep.
They wanted it, they got it. A year later, and I don't lie about anything, I don't have to lie, they replaced almost everything.
Yeah, we definitely don't want that to happen.
No.
But still, we need to be within budget. So
Okay.
what we're gonna do. The other discussion that we had was the vent, the hood.
Right. That is much
The
better.
original price, the original quote that you gave me had the hood in it. Why is that not in here now?
Well, because it is much better for the contractor to do the hood,
Okay.
because he's building, and that's part of construction. It's
Okay.
part of building. And it works much better. It takes he puts in the hood,
Mm-hmm.
and he puts in the stainless steel wall clad, he puts
Got it.
in the fans on the roof. This is a very complicated business, you know, and you gotta do the right thing.
You got it.
That's what I'm telling you with the hoods.
Mm-hmm.
I lost, I hate saying it, over $500,000 this year in my pocket.
Ooh, why?
Why? Because I designed an assisted living facility.
Mm-hmm.
First one is in Mount Dora. They were flipping it over to 19 more of them.
Yeah.
These people, I don't know where the hell they get the money, but I know them for over 20 years.
Yeah.
Well, they hired this contractor, and I knew about this. It's called conditioning of the hoods.
Yeah.
Some new bullshit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Every day some jerk comes up with some new bullshit.
Okay.
There's how many hundreds of thousands of restaurants in this world without it?
True.
They came up with the conditioning of the hoods. What does that mean? It means that the hood is being cooled,
Yeah.
okay?
Okay.
So the chef isn't doing this, you know.
Got it.
All right, all of a sudden, very expensive. So I had a meeting before I signed the contract with this contractor. And I said to this stupid frickin' moron, these young people, they don't know shit.
That's right.
They don't know shit. If it's not here, I'm not here. Duh. I went to college for 7 years. Yeah, what do you know? Well, I know how to do this. I know how to do this.
That's right.
So they turned me over to this guy, Andrew. I said, listen, conditioning of the hood is becoming code all over the United States. Not necessarily right now. Might not be Orange County, might not be Seminole. It might be Seminole, might not be. We don't want it. What do you mean, we? You're not talking to him? I said, listen, if you don't do it, and they come and inspect, it can make you rip it out.
Yep.
We don't want it, okay? All right, you got it. Well, guess what? We're in I showed you pictures of the construction.
Yeah.
They had to have it.
Ooh.
And guess who they went to? Duh. $9,600. Well, that's why, my friend, I'm telling you about this hood business.
Okay.
It's got too much complications.
Got it.
We don't need that.
Okay,
Yeah.
Understood. We'll leave it to the
Contract.
to the contractor then.
Right.
Beautiful. So I will send this over.
Yeah.
I will look it over one more time. I've already looked at all the other quotes that you gave me, so we're all good there. When do we need to make what's the payment structure for this thing?
What is the payment structure?
Oh, you tell me.
Basically, it should be 50% down, 30 and 20 when you're finished. When you deliver, 30 when you deliver, 50%.
30, 20. Got it.
Okay.
50 down.
Right.
30 on delivery.
Right. And 20 when we're finished.
On installation.
Install, finish.
Okay.
Is that good by you?
Well, I mean, I'm passing it on to them. It's not coming out of my pocket.
Well, I have other people that I know that have restaurant equipment, and they don't give out anything unless they
Oh,
get
absolutely.
50% down.
So it can be 100%.
Don't forget, I'm responsible for all of this. When I order this, I'm responsible.
This is beautiful.
You know,
Because I trust you.
I hope so. I have a very good track record.
And that's why you're part of my team.
I don't take anything from anybody.
I know you
Never
don't.
did, never will. I don't have to. Let's understand, I have enough money to last the rest of my life,
That's beautiful.
providing I die next Monday at 9 o'clock.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
I love doing that shit with you.
He likes it too.
But when I was younger, the guys used to get together. They just promoted me. I'm now getting blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I got a wonderful job. I got that. And I would just stand there and say, I don't need anything. I have enough money to last the rest of my life. And they would nudge each other. Who the fuck is that? And then I would say, providing I die Wednesday at 9 o'clock. It's the same thing like you tell a young girl, I like you very much. You're a very sweet young girl. And remember, always remember, good girls go to heaven. Bad girls go everywhere.
There you are.
When are we going to Vegas?
That's beautiful. Gene, thank you so much.
My pleasure.
One more time, I will look at it, give it a final look. I already have all the other quotes you gave me. I'm pretty, right? a little stack.
You want this to hit? When this hits, then we're done.
That's right.
Oh,
That's
holy
right.
shit. I better go buy more paper.
I made him work. I really did make him work for it.
Work, he gets angry. That's not what I want. I told you 3 times. That's not what I want. I leave here with a migraine headache.
Yeah, a little bit. You know?
love Brazil. I love Brazil.
That's me. I love him. Here. He's not waiting for me.
You what?
So he works here. He's not waiting for me.
He needs spanking.
Yeah. Gene, thank you so much.
Good seeing you.
All right, great seeing you.
So you're going to jump in my son to get prices on the construction?
As soon as we get to that,
Okay.
I'm waiting on Fulvio. Fulvio's gonna give me the green light for it.
so that'll, all right, in June, we'll see him.
No.
But you're not asking Fubio for contractors, no?
He's participating on the bidding, yes.
He's what?
He's participating on the bidding, yes.
Oh,
And he's the
giving it to
one.
some people to bid.
Yes. It's gonna be a bunch of them, and
Okay.
we'll decide
All right.
where to go from there.
You know my son, right?
I know your son,
How do you know him?
because he did construction at a place in Lake County. So it was a small townhome community with a shopping center up front,
Yeah.
right off 27. There was by what's his name? Gus Calote. Yeah, Lebanese.
He's
Well,
done
he
it
did
now.
he did construction. Yeah.
Oh, he's done it. Look, he years ago he built his own mall,
There you go.
shopping center. Not a mall,
beautiful.
shopping center.
That's beautiful. I'll talk
Okay.
to him.
Thank you.
Great to see you.
Same here. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.